The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Dialing up another pass here, Pickett. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Pickett now on 1st down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Pickett. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. He gets this one to Johnson. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Pickett sets up play action. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Going for it on fourth down. Here's Pickett. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Trey Hendrickson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I think if you asked them truthfully, they would have been happy to get 8, 9, maybe even 10 yards there and give them a manageable 3rd down attempt. Instead, he found plenty of room there on the catch and run and turned 2nd and long into not just a 1st down, but a huge play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. This is caught. Touchdown! George Pickens, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Fielded at about the 28. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pickett finds Pickens out right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Pickett. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. He's got the first down. He's got a big game going right now. Already over 100 yards receiving in this first half alone. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Pickett back to throw. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Steelers are going to take the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. To try again after the sack. Dalton. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Dalton operating in the red zone now. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Now Dalton. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Mixon. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. Play fake. Here's Dalton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, that play, a mess from beginning to end.
Especially since not only do you take what likely would have been 3 points off the board, but now after the return, the other guys are set up with terrific field position. So essentially, you've traded what we think would be 3 points to a possible 6 points, but for the other team. That's a bad trade no matter how you look at it.
And the catch made by Johnson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Here's Pickett. He's got a man complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They give him a gain of 38. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I'd say that he learned from his costly red zone pick earlier in the game because this time he puts the throw away from where any defender can make a play on it. Unfortunately, he also sailed it over his intended target, and that doesn't work out well either.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
From the gun, here's Pickett. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Dalton off play action. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Dalton.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And now off to the races down the right side.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Back to throw, Pickett. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
On 2nd and goal, Pickett. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers.
A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 2nd and 10, Dalton. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play,
though. To throw again on 2nd down. Dalton. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Passing, it's Dalton. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. That's the score you felt they had to. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Pickett now on 1st down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken in at the 11. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task. There he goes, right side. He's at the 40. past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 25-yard line. Pickett sets up play action. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. They begin with a run by Mixon. And some room to work. Pushes past him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
And they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Pickett now from the gun here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. That's taken on the 25. A spin. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
44. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Complete. It's Johnson.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12. The man in motion left here, Johnson.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at the 34.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And some space here.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 136 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. This is caught. It's Boyd.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On 2nd down and 4. Dalton over the middle. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. Following the fumble recovery, Pickett. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Pickett. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McKenzie. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Now Pickett.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion. Let's go.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go now.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down.
Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson.
And he is going to have the Steelers' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They send Parker in motion left.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Finds Pickens out right. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Pickett.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Devontae Parker from 13 yards out.
And the Steelers Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of two-shell pass, this two-shell pass, and finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last two snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dalton.
Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Here's Dalton.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now Dalton.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Big 4th down here. It's Dalton.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, just was unsuccessful.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. He sets to fire deep.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Pickett. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Second down and goal. Pickett. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown. George Pickens with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Steelers stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
The partner under the lights in prime time this